Yeah, it's getting my better.
Okay, and welcome back to some more SAU esports. Tonight we are casting the semifinals for NECC Nationals for Rainbow Six Siege. I'm one of your casters, Van Heckel, and I am joined by
Big Country.
And tonight we've got our good old friend BCJ, Post Popeyes Observer,
All right. I didn't know that was.
here to help observe the match, probably add his 2 cents in, whether we want it or not, and really just
100%.
get this game going. I don't remember which team we're playing.
We are playing York University.
I know they won their conference on their side of the NECC bracket. I was talking to Brafton about it earlier.
Yep.
So
Both teams doing pretty well so far this season. Just looking at the band phase, I mean, nothing too out of the ordinary here. First map is Chalet, and you'll be getting started with SAU on attack. Carter, you don't know much about Siege, do you?
no, all I really know is whatever BCJ tells us when we're casting. Apparently, though, we're getting ready to go into a tech pause, so we will be back shortly. All right, it's looking like we are back. Good to go.
But we're seeing York opt for a basement start just to kick off the map. It's a little bit shocking to me. You don't see a whole lot of competitive teams go for a basement site here, especially to start. So York must have some strategy in place for this. Already just looking at the operators they have on the board, Cade and Bandit, they're going to be heavily playing into electricity here, just trying to keep the walls from getting breached as much as possible. With SAU's normal strat, they'll probably lose at least one thermite charge here, unless they do just completely counter the Bandit and Cade. But we will see as the round starts off.
Oh,
Looks like Brap and Doobie are kind of making their way over towards Big Garage Solarium area.
Brad pulling out the drone, trying to see if he can check anything in garage.
Checking out Big Garage. Let's take a look at Boot and the rest of them. Boot and the rest of them getting ready for the breach. It looks like they will probably end up getting this wall purely because of the really because of the Capital boat, but it does look like SAU does have main breach open. I think that might have rattled York just a little bit, because usually if you're playing that heavily into elect, you don't see the wall getting breached that quickly. Brat playing a dangerous game against JDX with West Main window. Doobie holding the West Main hallway though, waiting for JDX to push back to site.
Nice to see Doobie playing a little patient, because most of the time we're watching him, we'll get to see him play a little too aggressive, and he doesn't really know when to speed up and slow down. So starting off slow, really just trying to play his life. To get a good feel is really good to see early on.
Yeah. looks like JDX is lying right below the west main window that Brap is trying to hold. But first kill of the round goes to Doobie for detonating a Goyo. Actually works a little bit against York's team here. But we got Fleegs in the... Ooh.
Oh, Doobie gets...
Fleegs gets shut down. Doobie gets a pick. Boot gets shut down. But...
3v3 situation.
3v3 situation.
These have health on their side.
It seems like SAU has the health advantage for sure. Doobie just flashed out one. Don't know if he knows he's there for sure. This is kind of a dangerous game for Doobie. I don't know if SAU's going for the defuse yet. Doobie picking up a triple kill. Quad.
What a great round to start out there from Doobie.
A lot of confusion, but that was a solid start from SAU.
Agreed.
But I'd be shocked if I see York go back downstairs right away with this. More than likely they'll go upstairs. That's a common sight in comp. There we might see a little bit more of a back and forth round. And be able to read into it a little bit more. But York's proving me wrong. I'm apparently just washed as a caster, not being able to predict anything anymore.
Oh, don't worry about it. You know, you're doing a better job than I am right now. So that's all you can really focus on.
But York does opt to go back down the basement. Looks like they're opting in for a very similar strategy. They are getting rid of that Goyo, which caused them a little bit of hurt last round. And opting for a castle instead. SAU opting to go the same strategy that they went last round, and I mean, if it worked, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They managed to keep the one wall away from everybody on York's side and get that breach. We do have Fun Size Ain't Fun going for a spawn peek here. We'll see if anybody falls into his line of sight.
Oh, Doobie going for a 360.
Doobie playing a very dangerous game here. He's not checking that window. I'm a little bit worried about that. Fun Size Ain't Fun actually backs off of that angle. Probably just in time for Doobie. We do have Boot and Cypher and the rest managing to breach main wall. Fun Size Ain't Fun takes actually quite a bit of damage.
Just over 2 minutes.
Brap holding the west main window yet again. Looks like one of the members of York moved upstairs into Solarium, looking for a push on the west main side.
Don't know if he saw either of them, but he knows at least one person is there off his drone.
Seeing a little bit of just angle holding from both sides here. No one's making a definitive push yet. Cypher taking a little bit of electrical damage as they're working to breach the side wall.
Checking his drone. He might see the one.
We do see Boot getting taken out by a Nitro Cell. York still holding their sight lines pretty effectively.
Both Kessler and Fun Size, though, very weak.
Leagues is in sight from the main breach. He does get taken out by Kessler, but the trade is picked up by Doobie.
Doobie gets a second. Rap goes down, unfortunately. JDX.
Doobie in a 1v3 situation.
If anybody can do it, it's Doobie.
We'll definitely see this round. Picking up his triple. Looks like one of York's members is in blue hallway.
You know, he keeps turning around to that decoy, and it's throwing me off. Crazy.
Doobie has a feeling he's here. Oh, I don't know if he knows about the corner. He does. He does pick up the kill. Quad kill for Doobie.
30 seconds left to go in the round.
30 seconds. Plenty of time in this situation. Last member is holding defuse from their breach. Doobie's just running, though, when he gets caught off. Wow. But it was a nice quad kill from Doobie.
Yeah, Doobie's really popping right now. what? He picked up a quad the last round as well.
Yeah.
Is this more of
Doobie,
sorry to cut you off, go ahead.
Doobie's doing really good this match so far.
Is this more of an offensive sided map or a defensive sided map?
Typically, I would say it's more of a defensive side of the map, but just for how the teams are playing it, I mean, I don't really remember many people playing defense and going basement, so it's a bit weird for me to try to cast this as well. But here is one site that I'm a little bit more familiar with. This is Gaming Bar. We're gonna probably see at least 2 people from York playing downstairs. And if they opt for a strategy like most other competitive teams, they're gonna have around 3 people playing upstairs and just trying to hold the area above the sites. But on SAU's op pick side, we're seeing a Flores, we're seeing Ash, Lion. They're probably expecting for a shield to be in this library hall, which there is one here. And they're setting up Ashes, and they really don't want that shield to got. But with Doobie playing Flores, I know Doobie's usually the one that actually goes for that shield. So all of those ADSs and everything else won't really matter if Doobie's able to manage his drone in there.
Yeah, Doobie's sitting at 8-1 right now, by the way. Actually insane.
That's our fragger. But we'll see as he goes up balcony side. He's swinging in. One of them's looking at that window, though. Hopefully he doesn't take any pop shots. Oh, and do have a disconnect crash on Boot's side.
Too. Fleek's not having the hottest start. He heard Popeyes was on the line. He really just didn't want to try.
But we see Braps in office right now, making his way around slowly. There's nobody else upstairs with him. One coming up his backstairs, though, over in Solarium. He's not aware of this person, and he's getting a little antsy. With no drones, no callouts, I think this guy from behind is actually going to get a hold of Brap here.
Yeah,
yep, and
good amount of damage. Eventually falls. Fun
size gets him. Doobie, knowing one's playing this shield. I don't know if he's tried sending in his drones or not. It does look like he tried sending at least one. Other team member up, Cypher. It looks like they're regrouping.
Yeah, they really need to play off each other here.
Definitely. In this situation, it's going to be very difficult because they still have to really clear upstairs.
Yeah,
Doobie picks one off with a Claymore. Fun Size tries to hop out the window behind him. Doobie sending another one of his drones in. Looks like he did get that shield with his initial drone. And then going down below. There is a mirror on that wall. His drone's not going to clear that mirror, but we will see. Looks like SAU might just be opting for a direct approach here, just trying to push into sight without having to clear the upstairs. But someone is playing the head holes close on the wall here, and Cypher is not aware. One playing Mudroom, but Cypher is looking directly there until he pushes out into main lobby fireplace.
The timing on this is actually insane. Doobie making sure to check where Cypher probably believes he saw somebody.
Yep.
Oh, Doobie catches a glimpse of him, yeah.
Doobie, yep. But Cypher is picked off over by bar door, I believe. Doobie knows one's Mudroom. I don't think he knows about the Sky playing close, but he did, but he just couldn't connect enough shots for the kill.
Doobie was really just sitting on the couch with all those guys behind him. It was crazy.
But we will be moving into round 4 here. Boot has reconnected.
It was really unfortunate him lagging out right at the beginning.
Him lagging out, Fleeg's falling early, just series of unfortunate events, but SAU is regrouping as York goes for kitchen dining in their site. So I don't know if York just does not, if they're not confident in their second floor hold, and that's why they're not playing it. Usually second floor is the site that you see people choose to play more often. But York has been a strictly basement and first floor team, so to each their own. Whatever you're more comfortable with, as long if they can play it well, they can play it well. Currently, the score is 1-2 SAU is down by 1.
Yeah,
But-
defense is winning. I mean, you said it yourself. It's the defensive side of the map. So
Yeah, I would typically say if SAU can get 2 or 3 rounds on attack here, I would be very confident into their defensive side. But we shall see as the 4th round kicks off. As SAU makes their way, I think they're going to go for their usual second floor push, because it will still work here. They still want to clear out second floor. Take library, take K9 balcony, and then they've got every area right above the sites taken. But we do have Brap getting very lucky.
it's really aggressive and it works out.
Not taking any damage either. I think that's what's more shocking to me than anything else.
And he takes down JDX. JDX has been playing pretty well for them so far.
Yeah, 3-2 for JDX. He's been doing pretty decent. We do have Brap getting droned in, so he knows at least one of these people is here. Maybe both. And Brap does find a second kill. I don't think he knows that the Capcan that was over by Bathroom pushed all the way back to Solarium.
Yeah, I think he might have the idea though.
But Doobie getting active, getting the floor open above site. And if he watches the floor right below where one of his drones is, he might actually be able to pick off one. The Capcan is roaming through the master bedroom though already.
These have yet to take any damage.
Capcan's still upstairs with these guys, so I'm a little bit worried there. But they are getting the floors and everything open. Looks like the Capcan's actually in the closet. I don't know how these guys haven't found him. This is something kind of crazy. Capcan swings out and gets Fleegs. This is just crazy. It's one of those situations where, as you're watching it as an observer,
It's like check the closet.
yeah, there's not much else to say. I mean, usually you want to drone out every inch of the area you're pushing into. But with Fleegs going down, I mean, it's still 4-1. It's in St. Ambrose's favor for bodies. And now they know that this guy was still up there with them, so they can be a little bit more watchful. With 50 seconds left on the round, some of SAU is actually in sight. Boot is getting the diffuser down. Cypher picks off one.
Oh.
Doobie watching for the Capcan, but Doobie gets outgunned. Capcan does have...
as well. It's a 2v1 now. Cypher gets another pick.
2v1, Cypher gets another pick. Capcan's going to be hopping down here. And Cypher picking up the last kill of the round. That ties up the game. But very well played round by SAU, besides just that missed droning. I mean, that is something that you really don't want to see happen. But thankfully it only resulted in 1 death. And not, well, 2 if you count Doobie. But it could have been a lot worse.
I agree, Spenny. So, going into round 5 now. Spenny, what do you think the move is?
Well, we're seeing him back on basement site. We've won 1, lost 1 on this site, so if SAU plays it kind of how they did the first round, just irons out the issues they had, adapt to it, I think they can easily take this. Something that's been common here is SAU does get that main wall, and they usually get control of that front room pretty quick.
Yeah.
If that's the case, I would keep up the push from both sides, but I would just try to get the diffuser down in front of that main breach. Because then once it's down, you can watch it from outside. You don't have to worry.
Is there any reason that, the defense doesn't just plant C4 on the bomb?
Like preemptively putting like the nitro cells or anything? So the nitros do make noise in Siege. Usually you'll hear the beeping, so you'll just not even approach the area, or you'll look for it with a drone and then shoot it.
Probably the soundest sound.
The sound is the
Loudest.
biggest giveaway. It's
The loudest secondary gadget in the game. So.
yeah. Cypher taking a little bit of electrical damage, but SAU's doing they're doing their same push. The tricking is not working on
Boot picks up JDX.
York's. Yeah, he does. JDX hits a Claymore, probably on the upstairs run out. Brap watching his west main window again.
Oh, Kessler taking
a little bit of damage. Might have been just a little bit of shots through a wall.
The
But
double drones. Oh, I think they saw him. I think they saw the one.
they saw the one in blue. They hopped off drone. They're getting ready for that breach on that hallway again. But Doobie actually using Brava to hack some of these Malusis, which will make SAU's push a lot easier if he can get some of those off. He does see Bandit is on the main stairway.
Oh, is Fleek's gonna push him? This might be really interesting.
Doobie still using his Bravo. There's at least one York member off site right now, so SAU does kind of have to worry about that.
Sees one.
Fun size ain't fun. Slowly making his way down library stairs. But Talix, who is playing blue hallway, does get some damage dealt off to him. Doobie does see Kessler, who is still playing in that little closet area. But Boot's getting the diffuser down. This is exactly what I wanted to see.
Doobie gets a 2-piece real quick.
Picking up 2. That's double for Doobie. Boot does get swung and killed before the diffuser, and that's just a bad sight from switching sides. He kind of blocked him out.
But the trade is gotten.
The trade is gotten. SAU's up 3-1. They can re-get that diffuser down. There's 50 seconds. All they have to do really is get this diffuser down and wait. And it looks like they're planning on doing what I suggested at the very start and just getting this diffuser down in front of that main breach area. Fun size ain't fun. Downing Brap straight through the wall. I don't know if that was an audio cue he heard or if he had cam on him. That's unfortunate.
I don't know, man. To me, it looks like walls.
But SAU does have the diffuser down. 30 seconds remaining on the diffuser. If he doesn't get to it within 7 seconds, that's a win. And all SAU has to do is just hold on this outside. Like, the fun size ain't fun has to swing and kill both SAU members if he wants to get the...
7 seconds. 5 seconds.
Uh-oh. Oh. But that is a win
Nicholas
for round
Krieger
5.
shooting bodies. I think that's his first kill of the game. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't know for sure. BCJ, let's see leaderboard.
Cortana, clip it. Oh,
That
it
is
was.
the first kill. Doobie, balling out of his mind. 11 kills.
11-4.
But
The young Doob.
young Doobster.
Will do.
But we are seeing already, I mean, SAU picking up 3 rounds on attack. If they can make it 4, that's going to be putting them in a really good spot for defense. And we are seeing York go back for Bar Gaming. I believe they won this site.
Yeah, you know, looking down at it right now, it looks like we're playing a massive game of Clue. Just from my POV.
This map especially, I can see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It does remind me of some of the old Clue maps. But we are seeing some interesting operator choices for York. They're only going with the Jaeger this time around, not the Wamai. They're opting for the Frost, which I'm really hoping SAU is careful about and that we don't have anybody get down to that. My bigger worry from York is just the Doc. I don't know what it is, but within this last 2 seasons especially, I feel like Doc is someone that is to be feared a lot more than a lot of other ops, because usually if you down somebody or get them low, it's that way for the rest of the game, but the Doc stims can just heal them completely. We do have Boot prepping a Claymore at one window. It does look like one of York's members is playing Vase up in Library. SAU will probably figure this out very quickly as long as they're droning in. Boot checking for anybody on Mez. He's not seeing anybody there. He is tossing one of his Twitch drones. But they do have a observer blocker on Vase, so Boot can't really check that right away. I think he can kind of put 2 and 2 together. I think he missed his Twitch drone for trying to break that Mira. But we do have Fleegs and Brat making their way in Solarium. Fleegs running the Nomad, that's going to be a really good thing for flank watch. No one's really going to be able to flank them without them knowing for sure. We do have one playing Library Stairs from York. Looks like Brap kind of scared him out as Doobie, Brap, and Fleegs take majority control of upstairs. Oh,
Oh, and
But
Doobie
Doobie
is
does get
taken
picked
down.
off, but he got that person very low, but we will probably see a doc. Yep, we see a doc stim healing him back up to fully. That is unfortunate how low he got him. But
Hit your shots, kid.
we are seeing the one York member is still upstairs playing vase. Just I don't know. They should know he's here. I think they're kind of getting ready for a double push in here. This with people already upstairs, there's a variety of different ways you could do this. He doesn't know for sure.
Looks taking a little bit of damage.
But Brandon swings and he does get the pick there. Oh, and we
Good
do
shot
see
to the
Brandon
floor.
getting fragged back from the hatch by Doc. Oh, looks like one other York member made their way upstairs, and I
It
think
is
they
now-
might have even been the one to pick boot.
Now a 2v4 for the Bees. Fleek's about half health. Along with Cypher.
Doc rehealing all of his injuries. With 23 seconds left, SAU's pretty much just got to push in. Fleeg's taking a hefty amount of damage. They know one's in that back hall. They know at least one was in sight. Fleegs goes down. Cypher's back up. Tries to toss his ace charge, but that does
Not
just
work
get
out.
him fragged out.
Yeah.
But-
Fleek's really just needed to get the reboot cards of everybody else. Get everybody back up. Just to come back on the round.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't do that. But we are
Van's
going into round 7 here. Side swap. We will see SAU on defense now. And 3-3 on a map that's usually defensive sided. I'm hopeful. I'm looking forward to seeing how this is played out for the rest of the map.
I agree. Should be very interesting.
We see Doobie on Fenrir. Not that's pretty common for a band, so I like to see it whenever it's brought out. I like playing Fenrir. SAU Cypher playing his Cade as he is on the electric roll. Leagues on his Legion, Brap on Frost, and Boot on his Smoke. Running heavy into the trap operators here, not even really opting for any grenade denial, which we will see how York pushes. They might not need the grenade denial. Looking at the operator lineup here, though, I am worried with the Ying. With no grenade denial or no Warden on the board, people just gotta hope that they don't get fragged out by that. But we are seeing the start of the round. Blackbeard from Fun Size Ain't Fun. This is not a common op pick in comp whatsoever, and I can't even really say it's like a map thing because like there's just not really a need for him. His gadget's not that good. His kit's not that good compared to a lot of other kits. But we are seeing York make their way in through Big Garage here.
Production asking himself, why? No.
Why would they do this? Why? Why would you?
Why would you enter?
You see,
Clear down, clear up.
Yeah, I guess.
But we are seeing the first second floor play of the game, which I'm just now realizing. About to hit to the 2-minute mark as York is still downstairs. No one's really pushed up from York's side. Brat kind of looking towards West Main. He does look towards the window as well, seeing that it was hit, but not completely broken. Well, we do have Kessler, who is seeming to be York's... Well, the kills on York's side are spread pretty well across the board, but Kessler definitely seems to be a pretty good player. We're seeing him flank around from West Main. We're seeing JDX with the Ying on Solarium. I think this is going to be a heavy Solarium rush from York. But with how SAU is...
Boot takes a little bit of damage.
Boot takes a little bit of damage from that window. He cannot swing that window back. That's just not going to end well for Boot. It doesn't end well as he tries to run out. But JDX taking a lot of area, picking off Fleegs as well.
JDX very weak. Do be able to pick off Kessler.
We are seeing...
Brap picks off one.
Brab gets a refrag, but that big window just gets many of SAU's members.
Maybe with the double.
Brap is down, but they don't have a rook in play or anyone else that's able to get the res off here. Doobie, I think they're trying to use Brap as like a cam, and Doobie was going to try to play from below, but that's not going to work anymore as the diffuser goes down. Doobie does just have to push up and frag out here in order to get this diffuser off.
And that's what he does best.
I am looking forward. He knows he's on this corner. We'll see from Doobie how he decides. Push up here.
Is he going to get pinched?
I think that's... No, it looks like the other one hopped out onto that big window.
Oh, wow.
But fun size ain't fun. With the Blackbeard shield up. Swings Doobie and picks off the kill. That's unfortunate. Started the defense round.
Yeah, the Bees won an offensive round their first round too. So,
but yeah, we will see as we go into round 8 here. Looks like SAU is opting to just go down to one of the first floor sites instead of trying to play it back up top. I'm not going to say a fluke because a fluke really isn't a thing in Rainbow. If you see an opportunity, you can take it. But if SAU was set up completely at the start of that round and didn't get a few picked off by a few weird things, I think that would have ended up very differently. With this first floor site, we are seeing fun size switch onto Monty. I don't know what it is. The last couple of weeks, I've been seeing a lot of Monty plays, and shouldn't say plays because usually plays actually work, but I'm just seeing a lot of people playing Monty, and it's not worked out well. I'm kind of hoping for the same history here, but we shall see. Doobie's still playing his Fenrir. The only real operator change I'm seeing, we see Boot on mute, and Brandon opting for a Thorn. I know Brandon's been liking Thorn, playing his Thorn this season. So we'll see if going back to some more comfortable opt can benefit us in the long run here.
Because on their cam going back just to look at themselves, kind of a little weird and egotistical, but respect it.
We are seeing York. It looks like they're opting for trying to go through library as a push here. Looks like they can kind of push up into library here without much being contested all that much. It looks like once they try to get into piano, which is where you're going to be playing above the site, is where they're going to run into the most contesting force. Because I think we got Brap, Doobie, and Fleegs up here. Looks like Doobie playing real close to K9 door. I think he might just be waiting for them to break the door on themselves, and then he was just going to rush out, but we will see. He backs away a little bit after they drone him out. Probably the smarter move. Ooh, and he does get immediately picked by a Nomad playing back.
Oh,
but Brap does get the pick on Ram. Looks like the Nomad and the Montang are still around. Brap does get hit by the Grim Bees, so they know where he's at. Looks like the Montang's trying to like hunt him down a little bit. Fleegs gets picked off by JDX. JDX takes a little bit of damage.
And Brap picks off.
Brap's Thorn Trap actually kills one. I don't know if... And
Boot gets off
a
JDX.
Boot from below. Just kind of harassing him a little bit. Doing exactly what he needs to do, really. Brap landing a lot of damage off on the Monty. And they don't have any way of healing that. It is a 3v2 situation.
In this situation, fun size really ain't fun.
Fun size ain't fun. Yeah, in this situation, I mean, SAU, Brap doing a smart flank here. But realistically, you could just play sight.
This flank, though, is honestly setting up a really good pinch.
It is. Right now, what needs to happen more than anything else is Brap needs to start moving pretty quickly, because the York's team is already pretty much down. One is watching for the flank, but Brap does just swing and get that pick. Fun size, the last member alive is Monty. Unless he plays out of his mind here, I don't see this going in any way, shape, or form to York. Oh, with 4 seconds left. Boot with 3 on the board. Kobe.
The window through the wall.
I didn't even see it when I was spectating.
But that was a good played round on SAU's part. I was a little bit worried there when we had Fleegs and Doobie get picked off, but Brap making a strong comeback. Boot from below. Usually when you're seeing vertical plays, it's from above to below, not from below to above. But
Gabe's really good from going from bottom to the top.
But we're hitting into round 9 here. It is a tied game across the board, 4-4. SAU is opting to go back upstairs. Hopefully they get their stuff ironed out. We'll see if... Looks like York is changing up their strategy just a little bit. We'll see if it is a similar take to how they did it last round. If they run Solarium again, and SAU is cognizant about that, I think they have a really good chance of just shutting down that push entirely. But we will have to see. All of York spawning on Campfire Spawn. They're getting real active about their drones right away. They are seeing that a window is prepped, but I think it's a false prep. I don't think anyone's playing on that window. Just give them a little bit of a scare.
Kids are, crowding around that campfire, trying to sing that campfire song, but really need to be pushing to the hill.
Looks like they are opting for a very, very similar strategy to what they did the first time here on this big garage take into Solarium. But Brap downstairs on West Main trying to hold them out. But they do have one entrenched. They have 2 coming from that big garage area. And I believe Brap got droned out by one of those 2. Brap does need to be careful, because if he's spotted here, this could just be very, very unfortunate for him. He does get one of the drones. Another drone coming in from Trophy. He does get spotted from behind, but there was another drone coming in from Trophy with Ace playing on it. We do have Doobie pulsing around, trying to see if anybody's located directly below him yet. Cypher getting picked off by Lion. Brap battling it out with somebody on West Main area. There is one downstairs on the West Main staircase. They're taking this. But we are seeing 4-4. JDX and Cypher picked. Doobie gets picked by Kessler. Brap gets picked from Piano Window. York, whenever it's this upstairs site, they like to play their windows, and that is unfortunate for SAU. Do not push out that window, Boot. You know better. We do have Solarium Window go all the way down.
We have Gabriel and Nicholas still up for the bees.
If they play this right, there's 36 seconds left on the board. York has to get up into sight and get the diffuser down, and Boot falls from a Solarium push. But they know it's coming from Solarium. Fleegs picking off one of them. Another one coming up, same spot. I think he picks up diffuser. That big window is still there. There's one off to his left. He does see the one off to his left briefly for a moment. He's tossing some impacts over there to get some damage off. Doesn't do enough to down him or really disgruntle him enough. Sees him very briefly for a corner there. Fleegs does swing out and gets the double pick there. He knows this other one's been on this big window. Right now he does. Until there is 7 seconds left on that diffuser, Fleegs does have enough time. It's a 1v1 situation. The hard wall. He's making his way around, though. He does get on the diffuser. We will see. I don't think York knows where he is.
And he gets the
absolute clutch from Fleegs.
Wow, that was insane. 1v3, easy peasy.
1v3, no problem. Fleeks gets put in those clutch situations. He thrives on his mama.
And with that, clutch round out of Fleeks, the Bees take the lead 5-4.
Mama Flieger proud moment.
You know, rumor has it that for every clutch play that Fleeks gets, his mom sells another house.
Yeah, and Angel gets another pair of wings.
Yeah.
But we are moving into round 10 here. Seeing a bar gaming hold from SAU. But we'll see. Similar operator picks to how we normally do. We do see Cypher on Warden, which, knowing that York runs that Ying op, it's not a bad play, but it does seem like York is opting out of Ying this round. So the only use Warden will have is if they opt in for smokes or just regular flash grenades. Fun size ain't fun. Picking up the Monty again. We are seeing SAU playing up library area,
Kessler going back.
where they need to hold upstairs.
Kessler bringing his game back to himself yet again. No, it's really interesting seeing how different teams combat certain situations. You know, Kessler on his drone immediately, and then seeing the Bees not do that on their offense makes it really interesting to wonder what the thought process is.
So usually you do want to try to keep some of your drones around so you can use them middle round, late round. So that's probably what Kessler's doing whenever he brings his drones back to him. Some of the Bees do it. I think Cypher and Boot are supposed to be like the two main ones that they have for droning. But we do see Doobie playing Vase here. Both windows are breached, but he is watching for hop in from big window. He does try to hop out. He got greedy, and it just did not work out for him.
And this is the Doobie that we're used to seeing.
This is the Doobie that you're used to seeing. You don't want to see that over-aggressiveness. We do have Fun Size Ain't Fun with most of the rest of the York team behind him in piano. We still have one SAU member playing a shield upstairs.
Production and having a rough day is yawning. He wants this round to pick up.
Got. Oh, looks like they backed the SAU upstairs, backed off. But everyone else, all of SAU pulling back around to
I
site.
think Fleek saw the edge of his shield.
I'm pretty sure Fleegs knows he's here, and if he'd watch, he'd have a really good spot if that Mon thing decides to come down the stairwell. But with Buck off the board, that does just leave the Ram for opening the floor above. We will see here how the round picks up. If York doesn't get that floor open, it's going to make it really tough. We already got 40 seconds left on the board. SAU is doing a very good job about just holding the site. Fun Size Ain't Fun does drone out Brap, who is downstairs. Brap's quickly wrapping around. I think he's going all the way to West Main to come up. So he does have to... He has a bit of a hike. Fleegs picking up Fun Size Ain't Fun. So that does take care of the Mon thing and droning that's been happening.
He dodges the stun.
Brap picking up Kessler from his long wraparound. Cypher doing quite a bit of damage to one of Brap. Seeing, no way, no way. That was a very, very close call for Brap.
You just know that Gabe was just yelling, he's right there, he's right there, he's right there.
That was difficult to watch from an observer point, but Brap does find the kill, double kill actually, and get the defuse off, giving SAU a 2-head lead
For game point.
match point. We do see York calling a timeout here, so 50 seconds for both teams just to talk, reel everything in, readjust. But we will see how both teams use this time once the rounds kick back off.
All right, and we are back from that short little timeout. Really just hoping to see the Beast finish out map 1. Dang.
Opting for kitchen dining, again, going back to that site. Which SAU did a pretty good job about holding this site last round, or last time they were here. So, hopefully, seeing that again. Think York has finally decided that the Montang just isn't working out. Looks like they're dropping that for an additional gun. Probably the better call for them at this point. But we are seeing some pretty typical operator picks here. York really leaning into that Finka boost, which I've always thought Finka boosting was pretty good, but you just don't see it a lot because there's just so many operators to choose from, and depending on your situations, it just doesn't play as much of a part. But we will see how they make use of it. As the round kicks off, Cypher shooting candles, shooting hatches, shooting everything that doesn't move.
Cypher wishing it was a Yankee candle.
Oh, and Doobie with a nasty little pick to start the round off. Picking off Blade, who is one of York's big fraggers. So we will see. Doobie goes all the way down. I know exactly what Doobie's doing here. He's done this before with his Echo. They misthrown him. They misthrown him. Do not know. Doobie playing basement with his Echo. He can pick people off that roam through basement here. But also, if York makes it up to site and gets the defuse down, or tries to get the defuse down, Doob can just stop them from defusing by hitting him with the Echo drone. I've seen him do it before, and I love watching.
They're gonna
it.
see him this time. They don't see him this time
They
either.
misdrone him twice.
Wow.
But they are moving through this area, so while the drones might not have seen him, and they back away.
John Cena needs to get onto this man for copyright infringement because you cannot see him.
I did not know that John Cena had a skin in Siege. That's actually wild. But we are seeing JDX taking a little bit of damage here. Could be from a Legion Needle.
Question is, does Doobie even know they misdrowned him?
I'm 100% sure at least the first time that they know about. He knows that they misdroned him the first time, but we'll see. Fun Size Ain't Fun sending his drone up West Main. We do have one SAU player playing around West Main. I think it is Boot. Oh. Boot. Boot.
Could be a timing situation.
Could be a very...
Oh! Wow. Talk about timing.
Turn around. Coming up West Main. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He knows. And that does send Fun Size Ain't Fun immediately back downstairs.
Oh, and Kessler taking a little bit of
and Brat very close to getting another kill with his Thorn gadget. Brat backing up Gabe here.
Doobie still just sit under those.
Doobie not moving. He doesn't need to. They just misdrone him or walk by him. Man is invisible to the naked eye. But all of SAU still alive. We are seeing York take some damage from various little things. Cypher kind of in a bad position here as there's feet holes in the hallway, but Brat does pick off one. Fleegs picks off another. Oh, and Fleegs is working for another. He gets another, and Boot gets another. That is a flawless round and a good closeout to map 1.
Going on this map 2, it's going to be crazy to see.
Map 2 is going to be interesting. I can't remember the map off the top of my head what it is. We'll see once we come back from our little 5-minute break. But that was an amazing map from both teams there. But that does leave the series score with SAU having won as we head into map 2.
Production talking for no reason. Spenny over here. Is right. 4.
All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we hit into the second map of NECC Nationals semifinals. We are seeing Clubhouse as the second map, SAU banning first. On attack, I'm seeing a Dokkaebi here. All right.
You know, it's actually match point for the Bees. If the Bees win this game, they win the series.
They win the series. They make it to the finals of Nationals.
Would be quite insane. Almost as insane as going to McDonald's and Popeyes in the same day.
Oh,
That's
dude.
crazy.
Wait, yeah.
We are seeing
Wait, yeah.
York pick up Sledge as a band. Sledge as a band. That is a weird pick. Soulless, not so weird
What?
pick. I'm seeing an Azami ban here from SAU.
I think Brapton's big target. Sledge back.
Brapton doesn't play Sledge.
Chicken butt.
Oh, that's not.
Azami ban, alright.
Wow, Spenny is really feeling himself right now.
Prediction Master, let's go. We are seeing...
What are the lotto numbers?
Oh, don't get
All
too
fans back
confident over there.
5, 10, 22, 69, 82.
Remember how you were sure they wouldn't go downstairs again, even though you could literally
Yap
sit down
Fest from production.
here? Oh, don't
back
you
there.
dare!
You
go on
shut
Yap
your
Fest
mouth.
about me.
Yeah. Alright. We are
Okay,
seeing second floor gym bedroom as the initial pick as SAU is playing defense to start off the map.
It'll be interesting. Is this an offensive or defensive side map?
This map, I don't know. This is a whatever side I don't play sided map.
Yeah, that's fair. Production thought that was pretty funny as well.
Typically,
It's true. That's
typically, I would say it is a defensive sided map. For certain sites, there are some other sites that are just really easy to attack.
It's like garage.
But we'll see. Gym bedroom, pretty common pick. Now, if
Alright.
York decides to play pool room here, I will be absolutely stunned. Doobie apparently going on a really bad acid
I'm
trip.
not.
Going for getting ready for a little pick.
Did be moving almost as much as production's mouth right now.
All right. But Doobie looking for a pick that is just not coming. It's not going his way. But he stares at the
Will they be
intense
notified?
white doors of the truck. If he actually steps outside, yes.
Would-
Swap off him. But seeing Fleegs holding garage. Oh, fun size seeing fun. Back at it again with the Monty. Fleegs and Brap playing CCTV cash to hold this side of the map. We will see here. Boot getting some damage done to him pretty early in the round.
Will the Bees pick up on this?
Two in garage, some above, some on the wall. It looks like they are going for the wall breach here into CCTV. But B's burning a decent amount of time already just holding these guys over on this side of the map. We do hit 2 minutes. Still plenty of time for York to make a good push here, but we'll see. We have a York member out on hot tub balcony. It looks like Cypher is playing close to the wall, planning on bandit tricking. And it looks like he will be able to do said bandit tricks. Oh, they might get it off here. I don't think they do. I think Cypher just shuts them down completely. I do not think York has one more thermite. We will see. That's too late. He didn't pick up the battery in time. They do get hot tub balcony wall breached. This wall not being reinforced could be a massive... Oh, it is reinforced. It's reinforced from the other side. Please falls. But we are seeing a pretty solid hold. Gabe, that's bad position. Gabe laying on his stomach like that. Feet are wide open. You have Brap. This could be a very good flank if he manages it. He doesn't want to go up those red stairs. That would be a very easy audio pickup for York. York moving all the way up through construction. Fun size ain't fun, taking a decent amount of damage.
Doobie takes a decent
Wrap.
one as well. Doobie gets one.
Doobie gets one. Boot gets picked. Cypher gets picked. Doobie gets picked. Wrap. Moving up main stairs. As the bomb is going. The diffuser is going down. He does get one pick. But he gets picked close on the wall. But the first round of the map goes to York. Honestly, I'd say that's something SAU could... If they go back there, SAU could win it. Now that they know a little bit more about how York is going to play this. Because York... That's what I'm picking up from York's style of attack, is they are relatively slow with their pushes. They don't do full-out rushes, but they use their drones. They're methodical about it, which can be good, can be bad. Depends on how much opposition you run into.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe...
Exactly. But we do see the bees opting to go downstairs this time, hoping for a little bit of a different outcome as they set up. But we will see standard defensive operator picks for SAU. Not much changing there, and I don't see much changing there anytime soon.
Production really...
On the attacking side, though, on the attacking side, we are seeing some interesting choices. The Grim, the Ying, the IQ, they want to know every single thing that might be standing in their way here. If Doobie gets a kill from this, I will be very shocked. I might actually be sick if he gets a kill from this. Oh, he does take a bullet right above his head. He gets scared. He tries to roll for intimidation by just shooting through the wall. That doesn't have any effect. Doing a late reinforcement as he makes his way back to site. Looks like we might have every member of SAU on site. Oh, no, we do have one. I believe Barap is off site. No, he's in dirt. Who's off site? Is it Fleeks? No. Maybe everyone is on site now. I am hallucinating things.
Captain Prediction, not doing too hot.
Captain Prediction going quickly to Captain Schizophrenia. As we see the slow, methodical push of the York machine slowly make its way through strip and construction. As it looks like they're going to work to get bar and kitchen hatch. That's a pretty standard play. Looks like they also might be over... Ooh! Where do they have this Cade Claw located? I say with interest. But they are careful. York is careful. They don't want to get flanked like they have in the past here. They do find the Cade Claw eventually. They will end up getting that hatch. And they are going to get kitchen hatch as well, I believe. Unless they are out of EMPs, but if they are out of EMPs, they might not get kitchen hatch. But they are trying to frag out Cypher. One frag gets caught by an ADS, the other one does go off, but it doesn't scare him out. Hopping on his cams could be a little bit dangerous, especially if they would drop. He does get hit by the bees from Grim as he makes his way back into sight. Now they are droning out Generator Blue completely. And I don't know if they're opting to drop immediately. Oh, they're opting to drop into Church. But Doobie falls, Boot gets the trade. Yep. Cypher falls. Fleeks gets a pick.
Oh, wow.
This is just a back and forth game. As York is opting to get the diffuser down with very little time remaining. Fleeks does pick up another kill.
And they know last one's towards the
They know last one is in this site. Rap getting a very nice kill as they get the diffuser off. giving round 2 to SAU.
That was a great pinch there from Fleeks.
That was a very good pinch, very coordinated on their part. And I believe they knew exactly where he was. But we're heading into round 3. Honestly, probably, yeah, gym bedroom, back upstairs. SAU's most comfortable on gym bedroom and basement site. They don't really like going CCTV, and pool is a site you never go on this map. So,
Which is weird, because you would think everybody loves to go swimming.
No, pool. It's a pool. Pool table.
but
Production talking about pool tables, real men call it billiards. But going off into round 3.
But we will see round 3. Like I said, standard operator picks on defense for SAU. We are seeing a twitch pick off on attack for fun size ain't fun. Really liking his Monty. Not really worked out for him in the past, but to each their own. Twitch gets swapped off for the Nomad.
JDX and Tanner so cute, looking like they swapped keyboards and setups between these last 2 games, just based off the KD differential.
That's foul. But we are seeing, Doobie going for another pick. Once again, he's left in the wind, slowly staring at the back doors of those trailers.
JDX.
Swap off of him. Leagues. Setting up some goo mines in between the walls. It's not working. They're not opening.
You see him Spider-Manning outside.
Spider-Man outside. They're heavily pushing up through garage again. We do have Brap and Fleegs over on that side. Brap gets a nice quick pick from below. He sees the Monty. The Monty stares at him in fright as he pings out for his teammates. Not a whole lot more going on here, but that is a very nice, quick and early pick from SAU. Monty hopping on his drone.
Got Dr. Seuss over here casting with me. It's kind of crazy.
Very intriguing. We do see one pair from York going for the breach. Cypher working on the bandit trick to keep them off of the wall. But York playing this very well. They're not wanting to lose their thermite charges. They do lose one, thankfully.
Brad gets his second kill of the round.
Brad getting a good pick off on the Monty. There's only one left on that side of the map. The other two.
Cypher's really just distracted everybody.
But it looks like York finally ended up giving up on that wall as they look for more of a Logi rotate, CCTV rotate. We'll see here in a minute. Doobie looking up at Logi hatch. Thermite getting close. He might honestly just walk straight into Doobie's crosshair. It's going to be very close. They're either going to see each other at the same time, or one of them's going to have a sight line on them.
He is edging.
It's so close. Oh, Doobie saw, and he gets the pick. Big on Doobie, and he shakes his head. The disrespect of that. Oh. We do not condone toxicity here at SAU Esports, but it is funny. Boot missing.
Boot not able to get it into the hole.
Enough of that.
Cypher
getting the last pick of the round. Flawless round for SAU. Amazing round for SAU. Coming back on that gym bedroom.
All right, going into round 4.
Round 4, we'll see CCTV cache as the tertiary site. A little bit of change up on SAU side. We see Doobie going for Valkyrie and Brapton going for a Wamai. And double elect. They're going to try their best to hold that wall. As some of the other members, like Fleas, go off to roam. Looks like York has also shied away from the Monty. Fun size ain't fun. is not having fun. While the rest of the team opting for some pretty common picks. Some pretty good picks here if you want to really get that wall open. The IQ, the Thatcher, and the Thermite. If they really want to get it open, they'll probably send somebody over to watch through the window so that nobody will, like AJ or Boot, can trick the wall. But we will see. Doobie is watching this little area. Does kill a drone, but then he backs off, knowing someone might be close by. Fun size ain't fun. Coming through dirt.
Joe Dirt.
Joe Dirt. Very good movie. Running all the way through dirt. Probably going up secret.
Oh, Cypher.
Cypher has one right outside the hard breach wall. Not much he can do in this situation until either the wall is breached or somebody steps in front of that drone hole.
Clearly, he should just climb through the vent right there, you know?
Yeah. Venting is only for imposters, so.
Production is quite the imposter himself.
Crazy statement. But
He's the red among us.
we are seeing Logi hatch open. York is droning out. Looks like Fleegs is playing over, watching into Logi. Actually watching that main hall. Brap holding down garage, making sure a push from there is not possible. But it is taking quite a bit of time for anything to be really done here from York. Cypher backs away from the wall. They do get the wall breached in a mix between the Ash and the IQ. The IQ does take quite a bit of damage from something. A little bit earlier. He might have taken some bullets from Brap. Brap, actually. Oh, Brap. Come on, man. Oh, tickles him just a little bit more.
You know, Brap is struggling to contain himself. He wants to push.
He wants it. Fleeg's taking a hefty amount of damage from one who dropped in from Logi. And another member of York, right outside construction hall, I think. Ooh, that flash is not fun. JDX taking a little bit of damage. We're kind of in a stalemate here with Fleegs and the rest. JDX taking some more damage. JDX going down and getting finished off by Doobie. Cypher checking cams. Doobie getting another kill. Fun size ain't fun going down.
Doobie's really been feeling himself in this series.
He has.
Brap picks off one size.
Doobie said enough and is finally getting back into the game.
Brap finally gets Kessler after that whole round.
Brap gets Kebsler. Doobie picks up another kill. And that gives round 4 to the Bees.
Dynamic duo.
3-1 start on SAU's defense side here. It's what we love to see.
Tanner's so cute, choosing to run the next round as a Power Ranger.
Go Power Rangers. He's the Red Ranger. I like the Green Ranger.
Personally, I agree with that. I agree with that statement, Spenny.
But as the round starts off, say Doobie back on Warden. Fun size ain't fun. Running Ying. So Doobie's going to be a perfect counter if he runs into Fun.
Perfect counter, perfect man. Not much wrong with Doobie.
Well, I don't know about that. Let's see. Brap doesn't like jukeboxes. Reinforcing hatches. Doing your typical setup. We'll see. Kessler going for the Lion. JDX going back for the IQ. I remember IQ for the longest time was a very slept-on operator, and he actually swaps off. He goes for an Iana instead, which honestly don't know about that choice. Ooh! Lilax taking a little bit of damage at the start of the round. I think that was from Doobie. Doobie playing nice and close to the door. Trying to be sneaky.
A patient Doobie's a good Doobie.
Patient Doobie waits the movement from the York players. But we will see With JDX hopping off that IQ, honestly, that IQ probably would have been a better play, because they had a little bit of trouble getting the electric claws off those hatches the last time. And it was only thanks to the IQ that I think they found it. So, we'll see how the round plays out. Doobie takes a little bit of damage, but gives a little bit of damage back. Neither team has healing, so all the damage is going to be permanent for this round. We do see York being very careful, methodical about their droning yet again, making sure they're not going to get flanked from above.
Little do they know. Pretty sure all the bees are around side again.
Yeah, I think every bee is back downstairs. Does look like they did get Church Hatch. We do have one bee playing directly underneath Kitchen Hatch. I think he's trying to get ready for an impact trick in case York does start going for the hatch. But JDX taking a couple slow ticks of damage from Legion Needles. Looks like
Doobie's the only one who has actually seen a person. Feels like for either side so far this round.
it looks like Fleek successfully impact tricks the hatch. I'm a little bit worried about where he's playing because they could look down that part of the floor. Pick him. But we're getting into a big stalemate here, and this is kind of what I'm talking about when I'm saying York is slow and methodical. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's 50 seconds left in the round, and they're just now starting to make a push. They do find double kill from JDX.
To get on the board.
Boot smoking off JDX, though, keeping him out from the main stairs. But he does get picked from behind.
Cypher in a 1v5.
Yeah, Cypher in a 1v5. Looks like the Beast gave up blue. That was just a very
sloppy round at the
sloppy round at the very end. With 50 seconds left, multiple people going down.
Feels like it was just individual chows that the Bees just weren't ready for.
Yeah. But we'll see. Jim Bedroom back up on the board.
Last round before we swap.
Yes, sir. The Montang coming back out from Fun Size Ain't Fun.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Wow. Silence.
Silence falls over the arena.
That's all that last round was up until the last 10 seconds.
Yeah, all the action happened in the last 10 seconds.
Yeah, it quite literally.
Bees shooting holes along the wall there so that when they reinforce it, maybe just cause a little bit of struggle for them to put down a thermite charge.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We just need to see some more action a little bit earlier,
More action a little bit earlier, or just no action at all and let the Bees win the round. I'm fine with either.
No.
Cypher back on Bandit. He did an amazing job bandit tricking this wall last time, hoping to see that again. But I do see JDX on a Zoph here. There is a little trick you can do with a Zoph that would stop a bandit trick from happening. But they are on the other side of the map from this. I don't think they're going to use that trick.
Pushing in through garage.
Yep. Fun Size Ain't Fun on Monty. We got Nomad and Zoph all on this side of the map. Looks like they're definitely going for that garage move up. And JDX getting picked by Fleegs as he rotates back around.
Mr. Nicholas, or GA as everybody likes to call him.
York does get breach on CCTV wall open, but Thermite, who was playing on that wall, backs away very quickly. Looks like Monty is at the top catwalk of garage. I don't think anybody else is in there with him. He's backing up now. Honestly, if Brapp and Fleas communicate, that could have been an easy pick for them. We do have one out on the balcony, CCTV balc, looking at the breach. Brapp backing off, shooting the jukebox. He does not like music.
He preemptively.
Not a fan of classical music. But we do have York
I can
moving around
vouch.
the outside.
Brapp is more of a Carly Rae Jepsen fan.
Yeah. Let's see how some of the York players are pushing here. Go to Thatcher. Thatcher wasting a lot of ammo on the hatch. He's not gonna get this hatch open with his gun. But he doesn't get challenged by Doobie on the hatch. Picked.
Doobie said, "Get off my roof."
Fun size ain't fun. Going up against Fleegs. Fleegs taking out some cams. Looks like all of the remaining York players are off on that side of the map. Oh, Boot. Actually, maybe not. Boot gets picked.
Taken down by Tanner.
Tanner's so cute. Gets a little bit active as we see him picking off Boot. Doobie holding the feet here.
Jesus,
Very, very nearly. He's seeing.
Yeah, Tanner may be cute, but Doobie way cuter.
Doobie's seeing the bright lights after that. But fun size ain't fun. Moving into the site is Monty. I don't think Kessler's not that close behind him. The Bees could isolate fun size right now. Doobie just
Doobie hits him once.
small amounts off on his reticle, and he would have had the kill there. Cypher gets rushed out by the Monty.
2v2. This game is
Getting a little bit of lag.
laggy.
Fun size ain't fun.
The defenders win round 6 right before the swap.
Ran out of time as they were getting the defuse down. The only option there for York was to hold the defuse, but with Fleegs and Brap rushing, they had to hop off, and that does call the round.
They just couldn't watch over him, you know.
We do see side switch as SAU starts on their attack. Oryx from Fun Size Ain't Fun. This Fun Size is throwing me through a roller coaster here. Because he's playing Monty and he's playing Oryx. And I don't see much use of either of those ops.
I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen him rocking Master Chief yet.
Honestly.
You wouldn't be able to use that skin anyway.
Production killing all my hopes and dreams.
Hey, I'm just being real with you.
Production. Being a party killer. But we
Doing
are
his best
seeing...
Kool-Aid Man impression. Not doing too hot, though.
We are seeing York opt in for CCTV as their first site. Fun Size making sure to open up enough hatches so he can have a decent roam out. We're seeing some Goyo, some Wamai, Bandit and Fenrir. They're opting very heavily in the trap and just to catch people off guard. They don't want utility being used. But the start of the round, we are seeing Oryx all the way in dirt. All the way up dirt. Probably looking for a little bit of a pick before he falls back down. We are seeing SAU already make a breach into garage, so they have a line of sight there.
Hee.
But we will see. I think Doobie's doing his Mav trick on the wall. He does get the Mav trick off, so SAU does have that wall open, line of sights available there, as the rest of the SAU team moves around towards construction to get construction wall and just pinch into sight. Looks like Doobie knows there's at least one out on balcony. He does get that pick in catwalk.
He see the guy back to his
immediately back onto his drone. Checks. He sees that there's one in red hallway. Looks like he is going to flash him out there and immediately go for the channel. The flash doesn't even go off.
But trades are gotten.
Trades are gotten. Brap gets the trade.
But Kessler picks off Fleegs and make it into an even 3v3. Looking at the health, it's even.
Even 3v3. Who is in on the opposite side of the map? Not a good spot for the diffuser to be. SAU's split right now. Honestly. Oh, we're seeing Tanner So Cute running after they know one of the Fenrir's went off out in garage. SAU really should at this point just regroup. Because I feel like they could easily get the diffuser down. Boot gets a kill with his Claymore.
Oh, and
Brat flashes himself. And he gets picked.
But Boot gets a second.
Boot gets a second. They know Fenrir is in cash. All they have to do now is get the diffuse down and provide good cover. There is a rotate out onto red stairs, and that's exactly where the Fenrir goes. And Kessler picking off Boot.
You get the
as he wide swings the window. Cypher, Kessler moving up on the server racks. He's a little bit worried. The dangerous peaks from AJ here.
Attackers need to protect
SAU Cypher.
position compromised.
Ooh. But he does get the kill.
Wow, what a clutch round there.
Clutch from AJ Cypher.
All right.
Love to see it.
Puts the bees up 5-2.
This does, yes. Puts them up 5-2.
All right, 2 more rounds. That's all the bees need.
But we do hop into round 8. York going basement.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
And fun size ain't fun. Not on Oryx, but instead on Capcan. With no IQ on the board, I'm really hoping SAU checks their doorways.
Discovered the location of a
Because it'd
bomb.
be very embarrassing to see anybody drop from a Capcan in the semifinals of Nationals. But we're seeing Vinka from Doobie, Cypher hopping on Hibana, Brap hopping on Ram. Definitely going to be playing a big vertical game here.
5 seconds
As you see, a pretty typical setup from York,
left. Are heading out to defuse a bomb.
as looks like most of their players go back down to site. Looks like they're leaving one player who is their Fenrir on main stairs. Oh, it's their Capcan on the main stairs. Okay. But we have Brap moving in on Logi, opening up Logi hatch here. That should get the attention of that Capcan. It's steady, actually. It gets the attention, but he's drawing over towards Hot Tub. Boot, if he was just a little bit earlier, could have probably gotten a kill with a breach charge. That would have been an embarrassing
Yeah, it's just
feat.
unfortunate timing, but wow.
Perfect angle from Brap on this construction.
Some great shots there out of Brandon.
I love that angle so much. I've done it. I used to do it all the time when we were actually competing, but not many people would walk into that angle. You see Doobie holding the downstairs push. SAU has cleared out everybody from the upper floors. Everyone else is back in sight, but I don't think they have a guaranteed call on that, so they're not sure exactly what to do here.
Oh,
Pleagues taking a little bit of damage. Seeing somebody, he's trying to reach out. He is not having good luck with this LMG.
He's just spraying and praying.
Spray and praying. It does send the player who is playing below there off the hatch.
Oh, to be able to pick off one before getting traded out by Tanner.
We do have Boot just running through Capcan, and it does kill Cypher. Heavily damages Boot. I don't know how Boot's alive.
It was sitting at an ounce of health.
Boot with the defender, or with the diffuser. Single bullet puts him in the ground. We do have Fleaves all the way down main stairs here. Holding an angle. Nobody's on that back side of the kitchen. I don't know if they ever did get kitchen hatch. Brandon droning around secret. Fleags. One does run across Fleags' angle.
Anything.
But don't know why he's using this LMG, man. The recoil on that is so horrendous. He is controlling it fairly well. I'll give him that much. I think there might have been Capcans on this door, and I'm really hoping either Fleek saw them or something happens. Boot gets a good pick off on Blue. Brat getting a good refrag as well.
Fleeks falls. It's all up to Brapton and that ounce of
Kessler,
health that is Boot.
Kessler, the last SAU, or last York member.
Boot getting that.
Boot getting a diffuser down, but Brat shooting straight through the bar, taking Kessler's head off.
Put the bees at match point.
What is it, 6-2 for match point? Yep.
Sir.
Getting an amazing game here out of the Bees. Which they've been practicing Clubhouse this last week because they have been having a lot of issues with this map in the past couple of matches. But we are seeing that looks like they got a lot of those issues flushed out. But
Going into round number 9.
York moving up. Gym bedroom. They're opting for a Mira play here. More than likely, that Mira's going right on bathroom wall. That's a very common spot for it to be put. So that even if they do breach hot tub balcony wall, you're still able to see anybody and maybe even swing them. Called it. Read like a book. I'm the greatest.
Captain Prediction
remember,
has
forget.
returned.
Captain.
Forget every single prediction you got wrong before that.
Shush. I've never gotten a prediction wrong in my life.
Production not very happy with what's going on right now. I don't blame him. Probably has an upset stomach at Popeyes, but
And McDonald's in the same day. That's why.
Oh, dear God.
that's
But-
the same noises he'll be making. Before.
I knew that was coming. But we do see the round kickoff. York making some last minute touch-ups with their castle. Brapton getting on the roof. More than likely going... Oh. Oh. Brap going for the balcony here. I do not like this balcony whatsoever. Especially keep... Oh! Brap! Not knowing... He is not a knower. He damaged JDX so much. That fall down honestly might have saved Brap there. JDX rotating between sites. Fun size ain't fun back on the Oryx, so we might see some like weird plays out of that. But Boot and Cypher going for hot tub wall, and I think they're gonna get it.
Brapton
Brapton gets Kessler. Still have JDX low on health. Fun size ain't fun all the way down in basement. He's gonna be rotating around here through bar, but nobody from SAU's in bar. They're not really in the building, so it's not that big.
Boot picks off Tanner.
Boot picks off Tanner. JDX still alive in this round, very low on health. There he goes. He falls to the Fleegs.
All right, B's in a 5v2 situation. Match point.
York having one player in construction, one player in bar, I believe. As Brap, oh, he's actually in cash, and I don't know. Brap does not know about this man.
But it's great intel. Even if he dies right now, it's intel.
If he dies, it's intel.
If he gets the pick, he could be a hero.
Cypher getting the defuse off, perfect thing that you can do there because you're up 3 people and neither of them are on site. That's exactly what you want to do. Doobie coming over, taking Brap's kill. As Fun Size Ain't Fun runs up and then gets crossfired by Boot and Doobie, ending
with a flawless round to take the series.
Sending SAU to the finals for NECC Nationals. But
we're going to take a short little intermission, and then Spenny Poo right here will be back with a player interview.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here with Captain Rapton as our post-game interview. So how do you think both maps went today? You guys had a really good victory, pretty decisive on both maps.
I think they were pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how our performance was. Chile was a little bit worse than usual, but we fixed it.
But you rebounded. Your clubhouse was a lot better than we've seen in past weeks. How have you guys been practicing to get that ironed out?
Not really practicing. We kind of talked it through right beforehand, tried to figure out where our gaps were, and we got the gaps filled, and that worked out perfectly.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, that was an amazing match to watch and cast. Seeing a lot of the issues that you guys have had in the last couple of weeks with that map just ironed out completely. So it's good to see that you guys are able to adapt quickly with that kind of stuff. Moving into nationals, do we know who you'll be playing in nationals yet? That match might be tonight as well. So
Then that wasn't nationals. That was semis. We're going into
yeah,
finals next
going
week.
into finals
Yeah.
of nationals.
He just said nationals.
Do we know who you're going to be playing in finals?
I'm assuming it's Kettering. I think it's gonna be a rematch from Challengers.
Okay.
I don't think Wayne State beats Kettering, if I'm being honest.
Gotcha. So, looking forward to that. Is there anything you guys are going to be doing, change up, practice-wise, to prepare your guys' self for that final match?
I think Kettering, the reason we didn't win that was bringing you into the fold with Fleegs' all of his issues. You didn't play bad, but the mental was kind of down from when Fleegs had all of his issues. So that was kind of that issue there.
Yeah.
But I think it's easy to pretty iron all that out and fix it. Got a few practice days before we go into it.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, that concludes all my questions. Great game tonight, as always. Love casting, love watching these games. But we will see everybody in finals next week.
Next week, Tuesday.
Next week, Tuesday.